final tax freeze command update of 2025. It doesn't mean I won't still be discussing the 2025 tax appeals as we go into 2026, but I wanted to cap off 2025 before going into 2026. I'm never sure when I will release new videos on this channel because of the situation in my personal life. The short version for newcomers is that I'm dealing with a parent with dementia in Florida, and I've had to split my time between two states. It's been grueling, and it's taken a big chunk of my personal time and energy in 2025 and will likely carry on into 2026. So I'm going to squeeze in video updates where I can. There's some changes that I'll be making to tax freeze command going into 2026. First, my videos are going to be less polished. As you can see, I'm looking at my notes so I can get through this video quicker. So I make a ton of mistakes, as you can probably tell, in recording my videos, which I typically clean up during editing. But going forward, you're going to notice my videos are probably going to be a little bit more raw and certainly more imperfect. Second, I can't promise I will be doing huge updates with every video that I release. And the reason for that is not everything I have to say is news shattering or news breaking. Sometimes they will be small updates or simply interesting stories that I think is important for you to know. And of course, I try to offer commentary that's understandable to the average person and the average property owner. Now, for those of you who have become veterans of the tax appeal process, and the way I define a veteran is that you have been through the entire Georgia tax appeal process at least one time and got your 299C. I consider you a veteran if you've been through that whole cycle. Over the last couple of years, a number of you veterans have reached out to me privately, or you continue to watch my videos and leave comments, which I greatly appreciate. I'm really glad you guys stay in touch with me. Generally because I was thinking that people would just come, get their tax appeal done, and off they go, and I probably would never hear from them again. But that's not entirely true. I do hear from many of you, which I do appreciate. I want to make this channel and my future videos about the veteran appellant. If you are experienced and you have been here before, I want to make sure this channel continues to cater to you as we go forward in this journey through life and the tax appeal process. Now, with the last couple of videos, I'm sure you've probably noticed that I'm taking more of a conversational tone with you versus doing a full-blown presentation. And the reason being is I'm trying to create a relationship with you, and hopefully through my videos, you will also reach out to me. The whole point of this is for us to work together. We want to stay current together. We want to share information. We want to stay relevant. And that's the reason why I do the things I do. The thing is, almost everybody that comes to this channel probably starts out as a beginner. But what I've noticed over the last couple of years is these beginners become veterans, and then they want to stay in touch because there are new things happening. And as a couple of you have pointed out, that it's your time to file tax appeals again coming up in 2026. So there you go. Time goes by very, very quickly. From where I sit, and because of what I do, to me, there's always something new going on. Now, not everything is big. Sometimes they're just small insights, but I think these small insights are really very important. I learn something every year through my own experiences, but as well as from you when you guys send me emails and leave me comments. Now, the thing about it is, all this learning, I can't update my book. In my previous video, I mentioned that the book will probably be where it's at unless there is a major update or major error correction. There's just no way I can easily go back and update the book. So I rely on this channel to provide updates. And I hope that you come back for updates to enhance your knowledge and your insights into your own tax appeals. But it is my intention for newcomers that the book will always be the foundational base from which everything we discuss. Now, anyone can teach the basic tax appeal process. I have a diagram and a chart that shows this entire process, but I don't want to keep rehashing that. As far as I can tell, almost nobody's having public conversations about the Georgia tax appeal process for us mere mortals. It's always about the licensed professionals or people in the industry or lawyers and that thing, but not us average citizens. And that's why I do this channel. Now, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Things change from year to year, also change from county to county. And it's a lot to digest for me sometimes. because I have to sort it out in my brain. So much of the tax appeal insights I get and the shenanigans I see happen behind closed doors. And they happen in every county, and I really don't like it. But through the Tax Freeze command channel, I can discuss and share this information with you. Now, you have to remember, as of this recording, I have experience in 7 different counties. Now, it doesn't mean I'm an expert in all 7 counties, but I have direct experience with 7 different counties' tax assessors' offices. However, through you and YouTube and your emails, what ends up happening is I get information of other counties that go beyond my base 7 counties. I haven't done an exact count, but I'm thinking there's at least a good dozen counties that I have information on nowadays, perhaps even more. And I hope to increase that number year after year. And the whole point of me learning is to educate the public, not hoard all the information like everybody else seems to do. They use it for themselves, but nobody knows anything about it. There is an important point I want to make about the Tax Freeze command channel. The Tax Freeze command channel is for people like you, for people who actually give a shit. Casual viewers are certainly welcome to this channel. However, I'm creating this channel to create more veteran appellants and for veteran appellants, if that makes any sense. We're not always trying to accommodate the very new beginner. And my position for newcomers and beginners is that's why we have a library of videos. That's why I have a book. They can buy it, they can watch the old videos, and then catch up with the rest of us. And quite frankly, I always want to be looking forward, not backwards. Now, what I consider a beginner is my cat, Jaggy. He's lazy and he sponges off the hard work that I do month after month. However, he is a good little mascot for helping solicit you to swipe that like button to help spread this video on YouTube to other property owners. The Tax Freeze command channel is for people who care enough to learn and do something about it. If you want to hire somebody, fine, go do it. You don't need to watch this channel. But this channel is for people who want to learn and know how to be empowered to take care of things for themselves. People find the Tax Freeze command channel organically and through word of mouth. Now, if you really want to help out, I really would like to have this channel reach 1,000 subscribers in 2026. And all you need to do is help spread the words to fellow property owners or your neighbors who care about their property taxes and want to do something about it. And if you help spread the word, the community gets larger, the viewership goes up, we have more strength and power through our combined knowledge. So what I'm looking for is to create this no-nonsense, get-it-done community. As I said before, the more members, viewers, and subscribers we have working together in a community, the more knowledge and strategies we're going to have at our disposal that we can share amongst each other. And the whole point is to protect ourselves from the very flawed mass appraisal system and the weird shenanigans that tax assessors' offices pull on property owners. Now, the last major announcement I want to make is that I'm working on a new title called Tax Freeze Endgame. I'm really excited about it, but I haven't figured out all the details yet. But it's something I want to get released in 2026. Tax Freeze Endgame will be focused on advanced information, insight strategies, and minutia for veteran appellants. Tax Freeze Endgame is a title I can share sensitive information and discuss private topics that I can't easily do publicly. It will be a combination of new videos and text material. It will not be available on Amazon. The link to this new title will stay private for the time being upon launch. For now, my thinking is I'm not just going to let anybody sign up to Tax Freeze Endgame, and there are reasons for that. Anyone can go to Amazon and buy a copy of my Tax Freeze book, and I don't have to know their identities because Amazon has all the customer information. However, with Tax Freeze Endgame, it's a little bit different. I want to make sure the people that buy it, I know who they are. And the reason being is there will probably be a membership component to Tax Freeze Endgame. Generally, what membership means is you have prior access to me privately or to an online community. I'm still working out the details on that. There are many of you who have emailed me over the last couple of years. And let me reassure you, when you email me, I don't share those emails with other people. I keep your identities private. And there is no intention of me ever revealing the people who email me. And that's one of the reasons why I want to be careful as I roll out the Tax Freeze Endgame title. I'm at the place where I'm actually trying to cultivate real life relationships. And in order to do that, there has to be some trust both ways. So that means you already know who I am. You can look me up, but I don't quite know who you are unless you are willing to share your information with me, or at least share your name. As I wrap this up, 2025, the calendar year is coming to a close. However, the 2025 tax appeal season is very much still going on for many people and will go into spring of 2026. So I'll have some updates on that. So what I'm going to do is leave it here. Happy New Year, and I will see you in 2026. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.